Hollywood has suffered an unfortunate loss with the death of actor Carl Weathers, best known for his role as Apollo Creed in the Rocky series. Sure, he's acted before that in such shows as Good Times, Kung Fu, and The $6 Million Man, but it was his role as Apollo Creed that really cemented him into superstar status. His other well known roles after that was Adam Sandler's golf coach in the film Happy Gilmore, and for his role in the Star Wars series The Mandalorian. While filming the movie Predator, he came up with the idea for a black exploitation type of movie. A type of film that was so popular in the 70s he wanted to bring it to the 80s. And that film was Action Jackson. It got pitched around and eventually it got picked up. And I'm really surprised this didn't become a franchise because it seemed like it was destined to, but it didn't make enough to warrant sequels, I guess. You could see the film that everybody's just having a blast making this movie. It just looked like it was a fun experience. Carl Weathers plays Jericho Jackson, a cop who used to be a lieutenant but got demoted. And he is giving the nickname Action Jackson, mainly because he has a reputation that perceives him. That's what probably got him demoted. He's trying to get an evil a billionaire car dealer played by who's named Peter Delaflame, and he's played by Craig T. Nelson, who's he's convinced it has criminal connections but can't prove it. He's got to get evidence. And who does he get mixed up with? His mistress, played by Vanity, and she plays Sydney, who is a singer and also a dope addict. And they must stick together in order to survive. Will they? Well, you're going to have to see the movie to find out. You probably know that answer by now, but I gotta say, this is a fun movie. It's like those Fast and the Furious films. It's ridiculous and it's over the top, but it has fun with it. And this movie doesn't try to be anything else than what it is. And you could just see Carl Weathers and was having fun. And he and Vanity do have a good chemistry with each other. They play off each other so brilliantly. And I'm surprised it's called Action Jackson, but action doesn't really start till half hour into the movie. Its first part is probably like a crime thriller, but when the action starts, it starts well, and it also manages to balance the action and the humor out, and it just knows how to balance it out pretty well. Craig T. Nelson as Peter Delaflame, he's good at playing this evil, subtle villain. It's like he was trying to picture how to play a James Bond villain, so it's what he brings here. And Craig T. Nelson is great in the movie. And let's not forget Sharon Stone is in it too. I won't say who she plays, but she's not in it much, but when she is, she really does shine very well. and just show you she was a good talent in the works. And let's not forget Thomas F. Wilson, a.k.a. Biff from Back to the Future, as a cop who is just a bad attempt at making jokes. And let's not forget Bill Duke as Jackson's cantankerous captain. It's like all these films, there's always a cantankerous captain in the works of all this. It's a shame this didn't become like a franchise like Lethal Weapon. This could have been something big, and it's a shame it didn't. There was a film called Deadly Passions that also starred Carl Weathers that was titled Action Jackson 2, but in reality there was no connection. I gotta say, Action Jackson is a fun movie. if you're in the mood for a fun action 80s action film that has all the 80ness to it, I give this movie an 8 out of 10. Bye bye.